These are the ingredients you're going to need for tonight's paella dish. We're going to need 400 grams of paella rice, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 gram of saffron, 1 cooking chorizo, 4 to 5 cloves of garlic, 2 onions, 3 chicken breast, diced chicken breast, 200 grams of peas, 1 litre of chicken stock, 1 tin, that's about 400 grams of chopped tomatoes, and for this recipe I've got 500 grams of prawns. To finish it off, then we're going to need some parsley, about half a bunch of parsley, and 2 onions there as well. Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you're well, hope you're staying at home, and I hope you're safe. It's Saturday night, I've got Kiss FM on, it's rocking in here. So tonight I'm going to make paella. It's not quite the classic paella, the paella valenciana, but it's my take on that. So I found some frozen prawns in the freezer and some other sort of stuff. So it's a take on paella. It's not the classic paella, but it's for me it's equally as good. So we're gonna start with the onions, guys. So we've got a pan here, a large pan. Shallow pan is what you would need for this. Doesn't have to be a paella pan. This is not a paella pan. This is what I make my paella in. So I've got some chicken. I've got some chorizo. I've got some prawns. I've got lots of goodies here. So I'm going to start with the onions. So a little bit of olive oil in the pan. About 100 ml, guys. And again, I'm going to make this in stages because it's a bit like when I did the risotto recipe. It takes about 25 minutes to make, so I'm going to do it in stages and edit the video accordingly. So you've all seen my videos by now when I talk about sweating shallots and sweating onions. So we're sweating, well, equally you do the same with shallots as well, but we're going to sweat some onions. So the onions are going to go in the pan like so. I've pre-chopped some onions, guys, just so we can speed things up with the video. So we're just going to sweat these off in a pan. Probably going to take I'd say about 10 minutes to sweat, guys. So I'm going to Hi guys, welcome back. So the onions have had about 10 minutes. They're nice and sweated off, nice and transparent. So what we're going to add to the onions now, we're going to add 4 cloves of garlic. I used a pestle and mortar tonight. I've never used it before. It's been in my kitchen for years, but I'm really getting into this. So I've made a garlic puree in the pestle and mortar tonight. There's about 4 cloves of garlic there. That's going to go into the onions because, like I said before, if we add the garlic when we're sweating off the onions, the garlic will burn because of the higher sugar content in the garlic. So it's important that we add the garlic after we sweated the onions, and then we'll continue to just cook out that garlic for about another 5 minutes, guys. Guys, so while you were away, I added some chorizo, cooking chorizo, to the chicken. I've added some saffron to the chicken, and now what I've done is I've added the chopped tomatoes, about 400 grams tin of chopped tomatoes. If you don't have chopped tomato tin of, use fresh tomatoes, equally as good. And then I've just added the 1 litre of chicken stock. So I've added all that in there. I'm just going to let the stock come to the boil, and then we're going to be adding the paella rice. Now the paella, you know, like I said, guys, it's a real showstopper. It's a real family dish. Get it in front of the table. Everybody mucks in. Everybody cracks on. Just what you need for the current climate with the lockdown. So that's coming to the boil nicely. So I've seasoned that already. I've got my chicken in there, I've got my onions in there, I've got my chorizo in there, I've got my saffron in there, I've got my paprika in there, the onions and the garlic. What I'm going to add to that now is paella rice. I've got about 400 grams of paella rice here. I've just washed that in some cold water. I feel it's important to wash the rice because it just gets rid of some of the starch, so it makes the paella a bit more looser. You don't want sort of like a big heavy clump. You want the rice to be, the grains to be loose. So that's come to the boil now. I'm going to add my 400 grams of paella rice. Like so. If you don't have paella rice, you could use risotto rice if you really wanted to. And if you didn't have any risotto rice, you could even use basmati. I'll be honest with you guys, any rice will do. But I happen to have paella rice. So I've added the rice. Now I'm just going to simmer that for, I would say, about 10 to 15 minutes. Just on a high heat, bring it up to the boil, and then simmer it for about at least 20 minutes, guys. After 20 minutes, we're going to add the prawns, we're going to add the peas, and then we're going to start to finish off. But like I say, it's important that we don't add the prawns now, and we don't add the peas now, because when we come to, at the end of the paella's cooked, the prawns are going to be overcooked, the peas are going to be overcooked, not good. So we're going to come back to this. I just wanted to say at this point, guys, while that's cooking for 20 minutes, I'm not going to put a lid in it, so no lid in it. So we're just going to simmer it for 20 minutes. With no... Right, that's 10 minutes into the cooking process of the paella. I just want to show you where we're at 10 minutes. So when you've reached about 10 minutes, I'm just going to stir the paella gently. Not too much, just bringing in some of that sauce from the side of the pan. So that's after 10 minutes, just give it a little stir. I'll just show you where we're at now. It smells great, guys. I smell the chorizo, the tomato, the saffron, smells amazing. So that's what we're looking at. That's 10 minutes in, guys. 10 minutes. I'll put that back on, and that's going to take another 10 minutes. Hi guys, welcome back. So the 20 minutes are up, and it smells fantastic. It looks great. I'm just going to show you how it should look at this stage. Should look something like that, guys. So nearly all of the liquid's been absorbed into the rice. So you've got everything absorbed into the rice there. It looks great, it smells great. So at this stage, I'm going to add the 200 grams of peas. Just going to stir gently, not too much. If it catches a little bit at the bottom, doesn't matter, just gives it more flavour. So the peas are in there. I've got my prawns here, guys. I mean, if you're from where I'm from, Peterhead, you probably use langoustines. So if you can get your hands on langoustines, guys, which I'm sure you can, crack on. So prawns in. Now with the prawns, I'm just going to gently stir it. Gently. Not too much. I mean, if you've got yourself some langoustines in the shell or prawns in the shell, get them on top as well, guys. So at this stage, I'm just going to add the lid, guys. So I'm just going to add the lid to this, and that's going to steam the prawns. So that's going to take about 5 minutes, and then we're going to come back in 5 and we should see the end result. So guys, that's the 5 minutes are up for the prawns. So that's 25 minutes in total. I'm just going to take off the heat now and then show you guys where we're at. Wow. Smells fantastic. Smells great. So I'm just going to show you where we're at. That's where we're at. So I'm just going to finish this off, guys, with a bit of lemon juice. Squeeze 1 lemon in there. lemon and fish, classic. And then I've got some chopped parsley here. Just going to add a bit of chopped parsley, flat leaf parsley. Like so. And I'm just going to give that a gentle stir. Smells great, guys. It's caught a little bit in the bottom. I don't mind that. And I'd probably let that rest for about another 5 minutes, guys, before we serve it in the table. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a plate up now, just so I can show you. If you have any cockles, any mussels, any sort of shellfish, that could go in there. But like I say, guys, if you've got any langoustines, that would be amazing in there. Give that plate a little clean, guys. I'm just going to finish that with a bit of sea salt, chaps, and a drizzle of olive oil. And there we have it, our paella for tonight's supper. And as always, guys, stay safe, stay at home, cook at home. Good night, God bless, and I'm going to eat this. Good night.